Hello everyone, Shroomraver here. Probably not the voice you expected to hear on this channel. I am indeed narrating on Ryquin's channel today. A few days ago he was streaming and unfortunately his headset broke. So he sort of put out the words if anyone could do some uploads for his channel in the interim while he gets that sorted out. And you know, Ryquin's a very good friend of mine. I'm happy to help him out in any way I can. So you know, here I am. With a post-narrated Wi-Fi battle in the PU tier. This is against another good friend, Ellie. This is from her stream, it's actually a fair while ago now. But it was a really great PU battle, and I'm really happy to be post-comming it today. So, I'm going to go over the team that I brought to this battle. So, first up I have a sort of lead Gigalith going on, with the Stealth Rock and the Cussed Up Explosion. I actually got this direct through Wonder Trade, which is very nice, and this is its first battle, so you know, that's cool. Then we have Braixen. This is one of my favourite Todd Braixen sets. It's a Sub-Citrus with Magician, which is really nice. You get down to pop the Citrus Berry and then steal an item whenever you can. Then we have Dedenne. This is just sort of your Communal Garden Scarfed Timid Dedenne. A really nice Swalot set that I'll go into when it makes an appearance in the battle. Defensive trapping statusing Huntail, and a double dance Parasect, because why the hell not? On my opponent's team, Ellie has brought Ursaring, Bastiodon, Haunter, Gorgeist Octillery, and Marowak. The Marowak is a scary thing because my team has just a horrific ground weakness, which I didn't notice when I was throwing it together. But that's something we're going to have to try and deal with. I decided to lead with my sort of lead Gigalith. So without any further ado, let's get into the battle and see what happened. So, Ellie issuing her challenge, she decides to lead with the beautifully named Marowak in it. Love it. As I led with my Gigalith. Now, this is a horrible matchup for me. I know these things get multi-hit super effective moves against a Gigalith. So I'm going to switch right the hell on out and go into my defensive wall. Note the term I use there. This is my defensive wall, my Huntail. And this Bonemerang does far too much damage for my liking. Absolutely far too much damage. I'm not a fan. So I'm going to get some leftovers back, and that's absolutely fine. But, you know, Marowak's obviously a very important member of Ellie's team. She can't risk me outspeeding and taking it out. So she's going to go into Gorgeist, which is a lovely switch in on my Huntail. As it is, I am the Brine Superfang set, as I said, without trapping status thing. So I go for the Superfang. Unfortunately, not going to affect the Gorgeist here, which is just terrible for me. Ellie's going to make the play here and go into Marowak on the predicted switch into my Braixen. And you know, that's exactly what happens. I do go into Braixen, Ellie making the plays, and this is where it all starts to go a bit hacksy. I had clearly prayed to the Hax God Fu. I go for my my Grass Knot, and Ellie misses a Bonemerang. So here, I'm thinking she's going to want to preserve that Marowak, go into her Gorgeist. I make that prediction. She frisks and finds my Citrus Berry. I'm going to go for the Flamethrower this time around. And that is going to land a crit. So, hacks flying around, all for me, none for Ellie, unfortunately. So, she's going to send in the Haunter. This Haunter is a Scarfed set. Going to go for the Shadow Ball. It's not going to be able to take out Braixen, who has decent special bulk naturally. I'm going to pop my Citrus Berry, get my health back, and now I'm able to go for the Psyshock, which is, you know, going to take out Haunter all day, every day. But here's the party piece from this particular Braixen. I'm now going to use Magician and steal that Choice Scarf, which is fantastic, because now I've got a Scarf Braixen who's already put in some work. I'm going to go for the Grass Knot, just to sort of gauge what kind of Octillery we're looking at here. Looks to be Assault Vest, and she's going to overpredict here, thinking for me to go out into possibly my Parasect. Going to go for the Fire Blast, and, you know, I'm going to get that one right. So now, I am going to make the switch. Going to go into my my Orphish here, and Octillery misses a Hydro Pump, which is just so very unfortunate. The hacks are all going my way. That one doesn't matter too much because she does outspeed, and is going to be able to take me out with a subsequent energy ball. So, you know, that one works out all fine. Huntail goes down without being able to showcase itself too much. And now I'm going to go into It's a Rave Dave. Nice and Parasect. So, Octillery, not going to want to be staying in on this. I'm going to go into the Bastiodon as I go for a Swords Dance. Yes, Swords Dance Parasect. I have managed to get a sweep with this Parasect once before, but not since. I go for the knockoff, and I get a crit on the Bastiodon, knocking it down to half of its health before she can roar me out into my Swalot. However, Swalot has nothing to hit this Bastiodon with, so here, predicting the rocks, I'm going to go straight on back into Parasect. No interest in staying in with Swalot, as indeed Bastiodon does go for the Stealth Rock. Now, here I have already seen the roar, so I'm not going to set up, I'm just going to go straight for Steed Bomb, which is my other offensive move, as the Bastiodon goes for the Toxic, which is going to be really nice to wear down Parasect as much as possible. So Toxic takes its toll. I'm just going to stay in here and go for another Seed Bomb. Maybe I can get a max damage roll, maybe, or maybe I can just get another crit. Down goes Bastiodon, another crit, doing the damage. Parasect actually getting a kill, which is, you know, nice on a personal level. Always nice to see Parasect actually do something. So here comes the Ursaring. I predict the Protect. What Ellie does is something far more dangerous and goes for the Swords Dance, which is a gamble on Ursarings, but sometimes it does pay off, much like here. Predicting the non-attacking move, I do go for the Agility, which is fantastic, and it's looking to be a quick feet Ursaring set with the Swords Dance, and the Toxic Orb is going to increase that speed, but my speed is faster because of that Agility. I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb, which is going to do sort of a decent chunk of 40% or so, and this +2 Facade would have killed about 80 Parasects at that kind of range from the Ursaring. So down goes Parasect, but you know, it did get a KO. So here, I'm going to go into Gigalith, thinking I can take any hit this thing throws at me, because I have Sturdy, except I don't have Sturdy, because there are rocks on the field. And this Ursaring is packing Close Combat at +2 on Gigalith, and it's going to decimate Gigalith. Didn't stand a chance. So down goes Gigalith once again. It didn't really do anything in its first outing. But Ursaring is now at -1 and not looking very healthy, so I can go into Braixen. It may have the quick feet, but Braixen is of course Scarfed, which is fantastic. It means I can go for the Flamethrower, and at -1 at that range of health, Ursaring is going to go down to the mighty Braixen. Braixen putting in a decent amount of work. So now in comes Ellie's Octillery once again. I'm kind of just sacking off Braixen at this point. I can't switch back out because rocks are up. I go for the Flamethrower. She goes for Energy Ball. You know, there's no sense going for a Hydro Pump. I'm at 3 HP. I could, you know, you could blow some wind at Todd there and he would have gone down. So, Energy Ball takes it down. Now I can go into my Swalot and start to do some things. So, I'm going to go for the Stockpile straight off the bat, get my defences up by 1, and now I'm starting to look very decent. And another Hydro Pump miss for Octillery, which is just so desperately unfortunate. Allows me to go for my second Stockpile. And as you can see from the subsequent Hydro, I take it pretty well indeed. And what this allows me to do is go for the rest. So, I've got 2 stockpiles up. Swalot is now going to go for the rest, get all that lovely health back that I just lost to the Hydro, and I'm going to pop the Chesto. This is a Resto Chesto set. Ellie misses another Hydro Pump, but now I've used my berry, I can go for Belch. And that's doing a decent chunk to what I'm assuming is Assault Vest Octillery. She finally hits the Hydro Pump that she's been wanting to hit on this thing for a while. And I'm going to be able to go for another Belch. And that is going to take out the Octillery. So, Swalot's doing a little bit of work there. All very nice. Ellie's last Pokemon is Marowak. And, you know, I might be at +2 defense, but this is a Marowak. Bone Meringue is easily going to take out Swalot from there. And now it just comes down to a straight up shootout. Her Marowak sitting at around half health versus my Scarfed Dedenne. Timid nature. I do pack the Grass Knot, and I am going to go for it. Here it comes. In goes the Grass Knot, and Marowak just about hangs on with the smidgen of health. and is going to be able to take me down with a Boomerang, and that is going to be the game. What a game it was! Incredibly close stuff. I had clearly prayed to the hacks god himself that day, because I've got a list of all the hacks from the game. Ellie missed a Boomerang, got critted by a flamethrower, missed 3 hydro pumps, got critted by knockoff, and got critted by seed bomb. And in return, the hacks she got amounted to absolutely nothing. She got no hacks that game. I got all of it. She still managed to pull out the win. That Marowak was always a problem. But you know, it's always a great game when I play against Ellie. We have some fantastic games. And you know, I'm sure her link will be in the description. So definitely do go and check out Ellie's channel. I think my link might be in the description as well. So if you want to, you can go and check that out. I would say check out Raikwin's links, but you're already on his channel. So if you're not subscribed to him and you're watching this, definitely do. You know, Raikwin's got fantastic stuff on his channel, and hopefully he'll be able to get that that issue with the headset sorted out as soon as possible, so he can get back to doing what he does best, which is powerful videos that he makes. But as I say, that's going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed, and I guess with that, I will see you next time. Laters.